Alright, so we gotta look at the back brakes on this Yukon. I already did the front brakes. It needed a caliper. It had a hanging caliper. It had a brake hose that was at least partially blocked as well, and new rotors and pads. So I wanted to take a look at these back ones. I think it's a good thing I did, because there's some real wear showing kind of on this rotor. So we'll go ahead and set this baby on its maximum set, and let's see if we can bust these loose with the little nitro cat. Is that the high setting or the low setting? See, I can't tell where it's supposed to be. That must be medium, this must be high. Am I in forward or reverse? I'm in reverse forward. Okay, now I'm on reverse. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So these were definitely replaced with the platinums. I thought we did rotors on this too, and they're pretty ate up. Let's see what the pads look like. The pads don't look that bad yet, really. I mean, they're just uneven, like they've been rusting real good. Yeah. I don't know, I'll discuss it with the owner and see what he wants to do. If it was my vehicle, if the pads are okay, I might just leave it for a while. I guess I thought those were hex for some reason, but they're not. They're just regular old sockets. What's bigger than that? Put it in here. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I want to get the bottom one. Feel for it. Pads pretty stuck on there. There's still quite a bit of meat left on the pads, that they're worn into where those grooves are. Pretty good bit of meat there too, but look at that groove right there. There must be, oh yeah, at the back of this is all chewed up. Wow. Alright, let me get this off of here. Say, if it was only this little bit on the front, you might get by with it, but there's a big old groove going on in the back of this thing. It's having a groove party. How big is that thing? Let's see. I bet it's an 18. Yeah. I can't get an impact in there to it, so. Oh, jeez. Fun times. There's the top one. That's why it's important to keep your hand flat when you do this, because you don't want to punch the pavement with your knuckles. If something goes wrong. Come on. There. Oh. You stay right up there for me, Mr. Caliper. This thing is a big old boat to stop, let me tell you. I mean, if you think about it, it's not a great big caliper or rotor for a big old boat like this. The front ones aren't particularly great big either. There's a lot of weight in this thing. Okay, come on off. I just put you on there 2 years ago. Oh yeah, let's scuff up these parking brakes and clean those up. You can see there's a lot of, it's almost like somebody had the parking brakes in and drove it. See right here, it's pretty bad. Wow. So I'm gonna have to recommend that we put rotors and pads on this guy. Now the pads are a lifetime warranty, even though they're not worn all the way down yet. I'm gonna see if I can get them to exchange them out, especially if I buy the rotors from them too, which are just past their 2-year warranty was up in May. So yeah, let me go talk to the owner, look up what the price is on the rotors and let him know we're in it for some more parts. I mean, I'm happy if he wants to go with it, I guess, to say there's enough pad left and go ahead and just clean them up and lube them up and put them back. But yeah, definitely it's a lot of dirt down in here. But yeah, needs some new brake hardware and clean all that out. So talk to the owner and see what he wants to do. Okay, let's go ahead and spray this down. Whew. Clean off our hub face on this side. It's a little bit rustier than the other side. Make sure all the big chunks are knocked off so it's flat. We're good to go there. Go ahead and we'll squeeze back our caliper. I want I'll do is crack this bleeder open. There. Get a hold on it. Look till she's dripping. Dripping. There we go. Get a hose on it, like so. There. Oh, yucky. Ah, need a shorter hose. Okay, there we go. Just have to put a pad on it. I'll go ahead and tie this thing back here. There. Okay. This is a pad right here. Like so. Put our C-clamp on here. What I'll do is grab the brake line with these, find it, pinch that off. Squeeze all this nasty fluid out. So, we'll grab our 10mm wrench, go in here and tighten her off. Come on, baby. There we go. There we go. Get that out of our way for now. Alright. Take that off. These off. I just need to hang these somewhere. For a minute. There. And then let me go grab the rotor. We'll go ahead. I just smeared a little bit of this around on the subface to help keep it from rusting. Now I've already gone ahead and cleaned up my ends, lubed them, and put the brake hardware on these. This is backwards from the other side. come on, you silly thing. There we go. Oh. Get the bottom lined up. Well, that would be listening. Feels like amateur hour over here, man. Okay, now I'm just gonna grab my whizzy wheel and kind of go over this a little bit. It'd be a better idea probably to do this before you squeeze the caliper in, but this seal's pretty far back. I'll be okay. Okay, that's good enough. Just a little spot right there. And we'll go ahead, some more lube on there. And we'll go ahead and lube at these points here. I'll double check that this is tight on my bleeder. Is. And before I do that, I better put pads on. Alright. The outside one. Where did I put my inside one? Right around. Perfect. One more up. I got one. Okay. And then I'm just gonna spray this down. All right, we got brakes. So it's gonna be getting dark soon. I'm gonna put the wheels back on this tomorrow. I'm gonna bleed the brakes tomorrow, and get more fresh fluid down. I've got fresh fluid in the front and fresh fluid in the reservoir. So now we're ready to push that fresh fluid on down this way. And I always like to just look back in here. These brake lines still look fine. Make sure nothing's all rusty. I wouldn't expect it to be too bad. This is a 2012. I wouldn't expect things to be rusting completely out yet. It's got a few more years where we have to worry about that. But everything looks pretty good. You know, sway bar links are tight. Everything, all the bushings look good. I just kind of do a quick inspection and look around and see if anything's obvious is going on that I need to tell the owners about. These are the leveling sensors, a little rust on those, but it's in good condition there. ABS wire looks good. It's out of its bracket. We'll pop it back in its bracket here while we're under here. Okay. Actually, it should go right there. Okay. Alright. Nice expensive air shocks there. Alright. Set. Alright, so this is my little brake bleeding trick for when you're all alone with a car that has power seats. Now let me figure out what I did with the key. I had it a minute ago. Oh, it's in my pocket. When they have power brakes, I always like to start them up when I do a brake bleed. Okay, and so what we can do is just get this on the middle part of the seat there towards the bottom. Okay. And then you can just move this pedal up and push it right down there like so. And we can come out here, crack us a bleeder open. I can reach it. Get in there better with the socket, I think. I don't want to strip that thing off. It's crazy. It's a crazy, stupid place to put a bleeder. Much fluid came out. We'll switch it the other direction. Sorry if I'm bumping into that steering wheel there, huh? it feel like now? Feels good to me. Alright. Now we gotta put some wheels back on her. They're always going to feel just a little spongy when the rotors are loose like this. Because the rotors, like your front rotors, you have that screw, or you could put a lug nut and a bolt in here. But when the rotors are a little loose, it can move a little. But it'll get better once the wheel's back on here and this is all seated up nice. So I'll put our adapter ring on and get this baby, this huge heavy wheel. Oh jeez, why do people buy this aftermarket crap? It's just horrible on your car and your suspension. I guess it looks cool. Some people rather look cool than have reliability and longevity. I'm rubbing up against the jack stand on this side. Alright, I'm going to put the other wheel on first and we'll get that jack stand down. And then we'll put the lug nuts on. Alright, let me get some air toolage. There, okay. Get the adapter, put it up on here. Get this wheel. Big heavy wheel. Okay. Get it up on here. There we go. I'm just going to hand start these special lug nuts. If you strip these out, you're going to have to probably get a hold of the wheel manufacturer to get some more that fit inside the holes in these wheels. I don't know if I'm on the maximum setting or the middle setting. That feels like the middle setting. And that's the low setting. Medium. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna give her a little hugger. Alright, now we can take this side down and get it off this jack stand. And then we can jack the other side up a little to get that jack stand moved over and get that wheel on. crawling under this boat to get that jack stand. No way, not on my old 15-year-old jack. That's what this is for. Alright. Now, we'll let her down. My jack's got like 2 speeds, stopped and slammed to the ground. That's where these old Harbor Freight ones are. There we go. I think it'll be all right there. Yeah. Let's see where we're at with this jack stand. Okay, we'll put it right under that shock tower. Now we'll go ahead and lay this down on that. Okay, now I always like to leave the jack under here as a little extra support, but don't leave your jack like with an inch or 2 gap after you let it down and think the car's going to fall on that and the jack's going to stop it, because that sudden shock on the seals in your jack very well might blow them out if something was a malfunction on the jack stand. So always make sure you snug it up to the bottom of the car if you're using it as a backup. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to hand start all these. Okay. All right, now we can let her down. Okay, we'll grab her down here. That's unusual. Usually my jack drops them a lot faster than that. I must have caught it just perfect. Okay, so that's done. So now you want me to look at a clip on the back door and the dashboard, but the brakes are all complete. This baby's on the ground. I'll of course take it for a test spin. Make sure she's looking good. She's sitting a little high. Those air shocks are pushed down right now. All right. Alright, so there's just a few other little, or a couple other little things to take care of on this guy. This door panel was all loose right here before, and it did have a broken little plastic clip, as you can see. So went ahead and I didn't have the exact clip, but I had one that held real good. But I moved one of these exact clips up from the bottom, put it on the top, and then put the clip that wasn't quite right down here on the bottom. And that way, if I do have to, you know, replace it in the future, I don't have to take the whole door panel off. I can just pop the bottom loose and sneak this in there. But I think it'll hold just fine. And then the dashboard here is having a little trouble. This is pretty common on these. This little clip right here had broke off, so I epoxied that back up. And there was a little split over here in the dashboard, so I put a little epoxy on that split. So I'm just going to let this set up probably overnight, pop this back together tomorrow, and this baby is ready to go. I still haven't taken on its test spin, but that should take care of a couple of those little annoying things that the driver was dealing with. Keep his chains from sliding up under the dashboard, keeping this door panel from rattling, although I think the rattling was mostly being caused by the seized and very warped front brake rotor. It's this one, no, it's this one. They're both pretty bad. You see this big, there's just big chunks missing out of this thing. The thing's been super hot and it's falling apart. So we got the front brakes done, we got the caliper replaced, we got the rear brakes done, and we're fixed the door panel, fixed the dashboard. This baby is ready to go, and then we'll be ready for the next one. And yes, I always come back and torque my lug nuts on customers' cars. I don't really want that rubbing. There we go. These take 140 foot-pounds. Got going on that one a little faster than I thought. I'll just check them all. Double check this one. Yep.